Valley Club. There's a lot of great epic champs in Raid Shadow Legends. Some are worth building, some are not. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 most valuable epic champs on my roster that have given me the most value on my account. And in order to see who they are, you know, do Valley Club, find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin Raid channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having an excellent day. In this video, we are going to break down the best epic champs in Raid Shadow Legends, or at least the best epic champs for my account so far. And if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Raid Shadow Legends video goes up. At least 6 pieces of Raid Shadow Legends content every single week on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into the game and I'll show you the epic champs that I have on my roster right now. These are the only ones that we're going to talk about. So I know there's a lot of great epic champs that I don't have so far, like Seeker, like Seer. Both of those are really good. We don't have either of those on our roster right now, and there are some great ones that we just haven't got around to building, haven't got around to using, like Miscreated Monster, like a few of these others that you know, Morzag is a great champ, Royal Guard is great. We also have, what is the other one? Husk is great, Sucremus is great. There's a lot of great ones that we just haven't built. So, but I'm going to talk about the best that we've used on our roster so far, and you can kind of see which ones we've sort of built it off. But before we get to that, I do want to remind you guys, we do have a contest for a free PlayStation 5. All you need to do is go to the Gleam link down below, and if you use that, you will get us 3 epics, 3 legendary characters as well. You can scan the QR code up there. It's going to be the same link for the Gleam contest, but if you go to the Gleam contest and you scan that link, you're still going to get those 3 epic, 3 legendary champs, but you're also going to get a chance to win a PlayStation 5. The drawing is going to be July 8th, 2025, so if you're watching this before that, you still have a chance to win. All you need to do is download a fresh copy of Raid using the link through Gleam. You can do it through the link in the description or the QR code if you just want to start to get a Raid Shadow Legends account, get those 3 epics, 3 legendaries. But if you do want to enter to get a PlayStation, download a fresh copy from that Gleam link. It's the exact same link, but you get credit for and potentially win a PlayStation 5. The 3 legendary characters you get Karato Fox Hunter, you will get Lemonisi the Gold Wing in July, and then you can choose 1 legendary character. I think Stolen Foulbeard is a great one. That would be my recommendation. And then you also get 3 epic characters. We are going to talk about the epic characters. One of them is on this list. You can get Uugo, Tagoar, and Fayne, all great for different content in the game. Some revivers, some clan boss damage dealers. You get all of them for free. But let's go back into the roster here. So we talk about the characters that have been most valuable to my roster in particular. And I gotta talk about this guy, Deacon Armstrong. He is on my arena team, he's on my clan boss team, and a lot of my dungeon teams involve Deacon Armstrong. Very, very strong champ and is a great turn meter manipulator. If we go to his A3 skill, time compression, 3 turn cooldown when you have it fully booked, and it's going to fill the turn meters of all allies by 15%, decrease turn meters of all enemies by 15%, and it's going to grant him an extra turn. So it's going to do this move, and then he's going to go right in his A2, and that is going to attack all enemies, 80% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns, and it does go up to 100% chance of placing that when it's fully booked. It is 3 turn cooldown as well, so very, very strong, and just allows your damage dealers to go and do their thing. So manipulating turn meter, AoE decreased defense, and then the A1 is okay. Attacks one enemy 2 times, each has 30% chance of granting a leech debuff for 2 turns. So that is a great debuff as well. And his aura, you could use it in all battles. 19% speed in all battles, so he's been very, very helpful for me. I do have Lysandra, which is a great turn meter manipulator as well, but I think Deacon has been a lot more useful than Lysandra. She's probably a better turn meter manipulator, but that A2 that Deacon offers, that team-wide decreased defense, is very, very strong. Right, so I think he's been my most valuable character on my roster just because of what he's allowed me to do. I think the next would be Geomancer, and Geomancer is one of the best damage dealers in the game. Probably you can even compare him to some legendaries as far as the damage that he does, and it all starts with this move, this A3 Quicksand Grasp. Fully depletes the target's turn meter, fills his champion turn meter by the amount that the target loses. So more turn meter manipulation, but the big thing here, 75% chance, which goes up to 100% chance when it's fully booked, of placing an HP burn and a 25% weaken debuff on the target for 3 turns. So that is a very strong one, great for a clan boss, great for a lot of the other bosses that is in the game. I'm using him in my tag team arena team, but not in my main arena team. But this is really great for bosses, single target bosses, because with the HP burn, this passive, very strong. It's going to decrease the damage all allies receive by 15% and deflects that damage onto each enemy under HP burn debuff placed by this champion. So yeah, the damage is going to be reflected, so you want the enemies under HP burn placed by Geomancer, not just by any HP burn. It needs to be placed by Geomancer, because if there are multiple champions on the team with this, only one will activate. With this skill, only one will activate. Whenever this champion is attacked, deflects 30% of damage instead. When deflecting damage on each enemy, each hit 30% chance of dealing additional damage equal to 3% of the target's max HP. So that is why you can get some big damage scores against a lot of the bosses, because it's based on the enemy's max HP. And it's reflecting a lot of damage as well. So Geomancer are great. The A2 removes all buffs from a target, then attacks them. Steals all buffs instead if the target is under a HP burn debuff placed by this champ, so has a potential steal debuffs depending on if the HP burn is still active on the enemy or not. Reduces the cooldowns of Quicksand Grasp, which is that A3 that we talked about, by 2 turns. The target is killed by a skill when under HP burn debuff placed by a champ. Damage is based on attack, and the A1 is an AoE attack. Attacks all enemies, 30% chance of placing a decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Damage is based on attack. So Geomancer Deacon Armstrong has been a lot of my content, and didn't start using her initially. I pulled Ursula a long time ago and just recently started building her up the past month or so, and it's been a lot of content, especially been helpful in content like the Spider's Den, and even the event dungeon that's going on right now for Karato the Coveted. She's helped to bring a lot of characters back to life that emerge, not really an emergency revive, but that revive, one of the best revives in the game. If we look at what it does, to revive all dead allies, 75% HP, so they're having a lot of their HP back, which means they're gonna less chance of them to die right away when you revive them, which is good. Then fill the turn meter by 50%, so hopefully they can take a turn and protect the rest of the team or themselves before the enemies go attack them. Also plays a 60% increased defense buff and a 25% strengthened buff on all allies for 2 turns, which means that this move is good enough, even if you're not reviving anyone, just for this increased defense and this strengthened buff for 3 turns on a 5-turn cooldown. Very strong. So this move, you can use this even if you're not reviving, but if you do have somebody dead, very strong revive. It's also a very strong move. The A2 attacks all enemies, 75% chance of placing a decreased attack debuff for 2 turns, and it places a 50% increased attack buffs on all allies for 2 turns. So decreasing the damage that the enemies can do to you and increasing the damage that you're doing to enemies. It works very well when paired with Deacon Armstrong, because you're increasing your attack and Deacon Armstrong is decreasing the defense of the enemies. So you can have some big damage numbers there with this. And then the A1 attacks 1 enemy, 40% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 10%. So more turn meter manipulation. The aura is a good one, but it's only for Doom Tower. Speed 24%, which is not bad, but only Doom Tower battles. All right, so those 3 are probably my biggest champs or the most used champs, the epic champs that I've been using right now. And then the next is kind of a debatable champ. So if we look at this, we have been using Demetha a lot, Skrank a lot, Toragi the Frog, we use him a lot, and Vogoth a lot. But I think for the number 4 spot, we're gonna go with Uugo. Uugo is a champ that I got on day 1 using that download code. It was a little different when I started the game, but Uugo, we got this character on day 1. You could also get Uugo on day 1 using that download link from the Gleam code, or if you just want to not get the PlayStation, you just want to start a brand new account, you could get Uugo right away, because great champ. has a emergency revive, removes all heal reduction debuffs from all allies, removes one random debuff from all allies, then heals them for 20% of this champ's max health. Also has an emergency revive. If all allies are dead, he's going to revive them, or she's going to revive them 50% HP, then fills their turn meter by 50%. So good stuff there. That is more an emergency, but all the allies have to be dead. So if Uugo is the last one on the field, this can work. And once in a while it works, and you're like, oh yes, my team, we just got a brand new life, and now we are all back. All right, the passive is very good because it places an increased speed buff and a block damage buff on this champ for 1 turn when this champion does last living ally kill, which means it's more likely for you to get this A3 off and revive all your allies when Uugo's the last one on the field. Very strong opener. Attacks all enemies, 75% chance to place a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. So does have some redundancy with Deacon Armstrong there, but a very strong AoE decreased defense debuff 2 turns. 50% chance placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns, which is also a very strong one. And then placing a block buffs decrease, the chance of placing a block buffs increased by 5% for each alive enemy. Damage is based on attack, and the A1 attacks 1 enemy, 35% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns. The chance increases for 5% for each alive enemy. So very strong character in Uugo. I think that's going to be the number 4. Now for the number 5 character on the list as far as most valuable. We talked about a few of them already. Let's just filter this by just our epic characters. And there's a few that we couldn't choose. Demitha, Skrank is one of our MVPs for the Spiders Den. Fogoth, we're just starting to build them and using a little more content, and just because of that, I think he's not on the list yet, just because we recently built them up. Demitha has been very valuable in a lot of content, especially from our early clan boss teams, because we pulled Demitha and Ursula pretty early on our account. Maneater is great for building an unkillable team. We haven't really found the speed tuning working yet, so we haven't really built that unkillable team. We've got the speed aligned, but I think having that stun target is where we're struggling. So the HP and the defense doesn't align for that stun target. So I think for the 5th most valuable character on our team, we're gonna have to go with Barakin the Fat Man. And he is a great character. We're using him on our clan boss team right now, using him for, I believe, the dragon content right now, and I can't remember if he's on our final Ice Golem team, but he works in a lot of great dungeon content, mainly using him for PvE content, not so much PvP. But he has a few strong moves. The A3 beatdown, 30% increased crit rate, 30% increased crit damage on all allies except for this champ. Then all allies except for this champ is going to target 1 enemy. So lots of damage. Big team-wide attack move. This is one of the better team-wide attack moves in the game. Also, the A2 attacks 1 enemy, 75% chance of placing an HP burn, and 5% poison vest. So that's the big 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. It goes up to 100% when this is fully booked. 3-turn cooldown, so strong A2 as well. And the A1 attacks 1 enemy, 40% chance of placing a decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. So that is that strong one that Ursula applies, that Deacon Armstrong, Uugo applies, Deacon Armstrong applies. So very good. And the passive deflects 20% of all incoming damage on this champion, receives onto all allies. His damage will be spread equally across all allies. So keeps him alive, spreads the damage across everyone else. So hopefully we have some damage mitigators across the rest of your team. But he's been pretty valuable to me. There are a lot of good ones, like I said, like Demitha, like Skrank, like Tarage the Frog that we'll be using. Even Bogoth, I think he's a great one. But I think this is our final ranking. So the top 5 for me: Ursula, Geomancer, Deacon Armstrong, Farrakhan the Fat, and Uugo are my top 5 epic characters. So those are my top epic characters for Raid Shadow Legends. Those have been the biggest game changers for my account. Let me know who have been the biggest epic game changers for your account, Raid Shadow Legends. Now it is time. I want to give you a secret code or that PlayStation 5 contest on clean.com. So like I said earlier, to enter, all you need to do is download a fresh copy of Raid and enter your player ID. After you do that, you just get you have a chance to win that PlayStation 5. But if you want to get more entries, there are a few ways to get more entries, and one of them is with a secret code. I'm going to reveal the week 1 secret code right now, and it is Valley Raid, except for the E in Valley, it's going to be a 3. So the thing that popped up in there, enter that, and that should get you more entries, more opportunities to win that PlayStation 5. So if you're already entered, real simple, enter that. But if not, just go to the Gleam link and get a fresh copy of Raid Legends. 3 legendaries, 3 epics right off the bat. If you don't want to go through all that hassle and get that potential to win a PlayStation 5, just want to start a fresh Raid copy, use that QR code or the link down in the description. But I would recommend, if you want to get a free PlayStation 5, just go, enter a few more steps, do a few more steps and enter the Gleam contest and potentially get a PlayStation 5 in addition to all that great stuff from Raid. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Good luck with the contest. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.